The Way Back was directed by Gavin O'Connor and stars Ben Affleck. This movie this is a movie that wasn't really on my radar up until the trailer started rolling out, and it quickly became a must-see movie for me. I've always been a pretty big fan of Ben Affleck, and Gavin O'Connor directed two of my favorite sports movies of all time, Warrior and Miracle. So I had pretty high expectations coming into this movie. And for the most part, The Way Back delivers on being an emotionally impactful sports drama that sees Ben Affleck firing on all cylinders. While I do have a few minor gripes with the movie, overall it was really solid. Gavin O'Connor has a way of bringing out the realism in his movies that is very unique to him. While at times his movies can be a bit overdramatic, for the most part they feel like a glimpse into a real person's life. Never do his movies pull any punches or shove a forced happy ending down your throat. The endings to his movies feel earned, and all that can be said about The Way Back. Ben Affleck gives a very real and earnest performance here. The movie kind of rides pretty much on his shoulders, and he nails it, showing the highs and lows of an alcoholic who lost their son, never tapping into melodrama or overacting. Again, his character feels like a genuinely real person, making the highs very high and the lows so crushingly low for both the character and the audience. His performance also strengthens the overall portrayal of alcoholism in the movie. His character, Jack Cunningham, is a broken man who relies on alcohol to numb the pain of his life. Once things start to pick up for him, he stops and everything seems to go well. But right when something tragic happens again, he reverts right back to his old ways, until it finally hit a breaking point. It felt like a very real and genuine portrayal of alcoholism. It wasn't over the top, it felt like you were watching the disease slowly take over someone, and it ends up affecting the one thing the character had going for him in his life. The movie didn't pull any punches and really left an emotional impact, what was disguised as a by the numbers rags to riches sports movie secretly turned out to be a sobering look at a man who was consumed by alcoholism. While it was a very emotionally impactful story, I can't say that The Way Back was completely perfect. There were some odd editing choices that started to be really distracting throughout the movie. The rest of the characters feel underdeveloped, and while the portrayal of alcoholism was superb, the movie can fall into the trap of being kind of a by the numbers sports movie, especially in its script. Well, it wasn't really like the whole movie. At times, it is a little bit too cliche. Overall, The Way Back was a really solid movie from a director that knows how to represent real life issues on screen better than most of his peers. Is it a perfect movie? No, but it does excel at being an emotionally impactful, well directed, and realistically heartbreaking story. In fact, it does that very well. The Way Back gets a very strong B+. Thank you so much for watching this review, and I will see you guys next time.